You can believe what happened over here, man. Yeah. Real warm out there in the middle of the house. Somebody had doing and cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. This is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. Stand up for mine. You better believe it, 'cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Don't push me on the edge, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. I'm giving you a chance, you see boy. The devil in a glance, boy. The devil in a glance, boy. I can knock you out your pants, boy. Knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. This is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
got a baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep. So it's probably best for the both of us if you just turn around and leave. Cause if you come in this fucking house, then you too gonna go to sleep. I promise you, boy, don't play with me. I pray to God my soul to keep. Especially this day and age, gotta handle shit our own way. With a 30-30 or 12 gauge behind this door, you're hella weight. My old lady, she rides too, picking up every shell case, mopping up these blood stains, but she ain't seen a damn thing. Most of my people are convicts, hard-headed, no nonsense. So please approach with caution. You never know who's watching. You never know what's on the other side of that front door, and you knocking. Might step out like motherfuckers get to dropping. All the neighbors heard was the dogs barking. The sun was down, it was getting dark, and I told the sheriff it ain't no problems, man. I was just taking out the garbage. So if you don't mind, please excuse me. I'm with the family trying to watch a movie. I'm sure you got better things to do, so I'll let you go and get back to doing.
Coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Cause these are my people. And this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for. And this is.
Welcome everybody to the DirtFan.com 410 Wings Sprint Car Series presented by World of Thunder. I am Trevor Frank with your other host, Dom, and I don't even know your whole name, Dom. I'm not going to lie to you.
Just call me Dom. It's Dominic Foster, but you can just call me Dom for that one.
Yeah, a couple bugs coming out. Obviously, the first night of me getting to announce with all the great UDTV people here, so still a few bugs to work out, but looks like practice is now almost over, and we should be getting into qualifying very soon. Looks like it's going to be a good, exciting night of racing here. Dom, how are you feeling about it?
Oh, I feel great. I love Cedar Lake. It might be one of my favorite tracks on the server, even though Brett might not like it all too much.
Alrighty, and it looks like our first car out on track will be Jaxion. Jaxion in the number 24Y. On his first lap now. First lap for Jaxion and Hayden Harvey. Jaxion going to go 11.40. Hayden Harvey with an 11.57 and Chase Hardy with an 11.6. Now Jason Randolph puts in an 11.464 as Jaxion stays quick time, goes a little quicker that time, an 11.398. We'll see if anybody else has anything for him.
On the track now, you see James Grace, that 269, a former World of Thunder 410 Sprint Car champion, as he's going to come out of turn 4 for his first lap here. He ran 11.62 on his first lap, put him 8th quickest.
Clayton Davies will top the charts there with an 11.340. That is a quick time as Kenny Miller now goes to the top of the chart with an 11.310. Man, Dom, these guys are really close on time though, huh? This is going to be quite an evening, especially with this tacky racetrack right now for qualifying. Everybody seems to be quite in the same ballpark of each other.
Oh yeah, we got that here, but we also see the heavy hitters really haven't gone. As you see Brett Wheeler on the track right now in that 56 Black Diamond UDTV 410 Sprint Car. As Brett is one of the few Pro Series drivers in this race right now, as we also got Alex Bergeron still yet to qualify.
Yeah, man, it looks like Aiden Beerline goes fourth quick as well there. And waiting in Alex Bergeron, his first lap's going to be at 11:4:01. A lot of people ahead of Alex Bergeron. You usually don't see that very often, but man, it has been nice lately. Everybody's been really getting up to speed, keeping up with some of the more pro guys. As Alex Bergeron, as I say that, will go quick time 11:2:50.
Well, that's that typical Alex Bergeron we've got. But Trevor, keep an eye on Kenny Miller in the 1-9 Motorsports League on Tuesday night. Kenny Miller actually led Alex Bergeron for 17 laps until a lap car got in his way.
And those lap cars can be tough, but yeah, I think Alex Bergeron really likes to excel in the when we get to lap cars because he has so much experience compared to a lot of these guys. He is really good at picking his way through the slower cars, which is usually me.
Well, at least you're not like Alex over there. You know, Alex wouldn't even be in that feature race for that. So,
hashtag blame Alex in chat, boys.
Alex can't even be here, but we still got a hashtag blame Alex. So it looks like we just got 2 cars left to qualify here. But qualifying looks to be about to be over. So it looks like Alex Bergeron with 11:250 will take that top spot.
Less than half a second between first place and the 13th position right now. This is going to be a close contest.
All right, and here's your top 10 for qualifying. See Alex Bergeron, Kenny Miller, Aiden Beerline, Clayton Davies, and Jax Young will round out your top 5.
Jason Randolph coming in at 6th, Brett Wheeler with a good lap in 7th, Corey Austin in 8th, Ernie Williams Jr. in 9th, and Timothy Korkakowski, which is how I think you say that name, will round out your top 10.
I'm going to tell you how I talk to him tonight. It's going to be Timothy K tonight. I'm not going to go, but here's your lineup for heat race number 1. For Team ABR Esports, you got Alex Bergeron in the 12 on pole to his outside, Aiden Beerline for OBR Sim Sport in the 13.
Axion will take up the 3rd position as Brett Wheeler for Black Diamond Motorsports will take out the 4th position.
And his Black Diamond Motorsports teammate Ernie Williams Jr. in that 91 will round out, will be 5th place as Hayden Harvey for Vanderpool Racing, be on the outside at 55.
Race for Blue Groove Motorsports and Rebecca Millette for Team ABR Motorsports will round out your field. Now, let me ask you, Dom, who are you going to pick in this heat race? Let's play a little game of who you got.
Oh, we're doing who you got already, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Are we excluding Bergeron from this one? Because I think we all know how that's going to go.
I don't know. There's some faster people in here. This might actually be a good race. Who are you taking?
There definitely is. Aiden Beerline is someone you actually have to keep an eye on because a lot of people, for some reason, don't know the name all that well, but he is sneaky fast when it comes to Cedar Lake. Watched him in the NSRS series, and he was one to beat.
Hayden Harvey's been having some great runs against these pro guys. Got a couple DFBCS podiums, a lot of NSRS wins and podiums. Currently, your NSRS 410 sprint car leader in points. I'm going to take Hayden Harvey from 5th to get up to 2nd and maybe rival Alex Bergeron.
Well, we better make sure Brett Wheeler doesn't heal that because none of his broadcasters picked him for this one.
Turn number 4, Alex Bergeron going to lead him to the green as Aiden Beerline trying to get a jump, but Alex Bergeron, of course, he's oh so good on those restarts. And we're green into turn number 1, Dom.
Alex Bergeron showed you exactly why he's a 3-time defending World Battle Law champion, but Aiden Beerline looks like he's got something for him. He's got that middle line working, but Bergeron sneaks up there and runs the exact same line as Bergeron leads lap number 1, Aiden Beerline on the bottom.
Sir, 2x2 like Noel led the animals to the arc. They are down the back straightaway. They are nose to tail. Hard racing throughout the field as now they're all going to get into single file and try to get something going as they are all fighting for that top right now, which seems to be the preferred groove in 1 and 2.
Brett Wheeler looks to that bottom side though. He's going to go around Ernie Williams Jr. Williams gets a run off the top side. Brett Wheeler trying to make that bottom line work. He's going to go for a 2-for-1 slide job and makes it stick.
Oh, a little bit of contact there. Hayden Harvey going to get the announcer's curse, unfortunately, there. Hate that for Hayden, but as we look back to the front here, Aiden Beerline going to challenge to the bottom of Alex Bergeron. Oh, my.
We saw that bottom line work for Brett Wheeler. He did a 2-for-1 slide job. Beerline, he's got to get that slide job lined up. He might be able to get Bergeron here, but Bergeron's strong on that top side.
Sir, 3 laps to go. Ernie Williams Jr. is going to take advantage of a little bit of a Brett Wheeler mistake there as they are throwing it at each other right now. Teammates going at it for the 3rd spot.
Ernie Williams Jr. going to get that slide job on Brett Wheeler. Brett Wheeler's going to stay behind him, turn down, try to get a slide job going into 3. He's going to make that slide job stick going out of 4.
And the white flag out for Alex Bergeron. Obviously, he has been leading this one. That middle groove is starting to work in a little bit better as you still see a dogfight for 3rd position. But Alex Bergeron, of course, going to put a clinic on in the heat race. Aiden Beerline 2nd, and Brett Wheeler will hold on to 3rd. Ernie Williams 4th.
Rebecca Millette comes across 5th, James Grayson 6th, and Jack Shaw and Hayden Harvey just round out your field as they both are out of the race.
And we're going to take a quick commercial break here right before heat race number 2. We're going to be
all right, guys. We are just back here. Sorry about the delay. We had a bit of a sound issue. But you see Kenny Miller in that 23 for Phantom Motorsports on the inside. Heat race number 2. Clayton Davies for Ace Esports on the outside in that 50 car.
Got Jason Randolph and Corey Austin taking the second row there. Jason Randolph racing for the firm, and Corey Austin for Mid-South Dirt Slinger.
And there's Timothy K in that inside in that 40 car. And with Chase Hardy on the outside for DHR in that 49. And Tyler Schultz will round out your field with Team Outlaw Motorsports at 97.
This is going to be a good race. Let's play another game of Who You Got. I'm thinking I'm going to take Kenny Miller, and he has been so fast lately.
You would be taking the points leader for the 1-9 Motorsports Foundation League, but I'm going to have to throw out and give Clayton Davies a shot here because I think he's got something for him on that outside.
As off turn number 4, Kenny Miller going to get a great restart on Clayton Davies there as they all go to the top of the racetrack. That looks like Jason Randolph on the bottom. He is the only one. He's about to get Corey Austin right above him as they are 2 by 2. I'm sorry, they are spread out for the lead, the single file here, as you'll see a slider right there out of Corey Austin. Oh my, Kenny Miller again with the announcer's curse. I believe that's who that is, right into the wall and upside down. Oh boy.
Can I get the producer in my ear to get a hashtag blame Trevor going instead of a hashtag blame Alex? Because that's 2 cars that Trevor has announced that have gotten into the wall here.
Oh my, SEC, he just stoves into turn number 1 there, and man, just a little too hot for Kenny Miller there. Collects a car in the back, but that ripped the rear end right out of that 23M car. And hashtag blame Trevor in chat is now it seems that Alex has given me his curse for everybody that I call.
Ooh. Man, but there's Clayton Davies up in that first spot here as he's sitting pretty in that seat now. Jason Randolph in 2nd, Corey Austin 3rd, Timothy K in 4th, and for the Team Outlaw Motorsports, Tyler Schultz rounds out the top 5.
As you can see, it looks like Chase Hardy is off track too. I don't know if he was the one that got clipped by Kenny Miller and there was damage to that race car. I didn't get to see that, but it looks like he is also off the track. So 5 competitors left in this one. Are you taking Clayton Davies still? Or you think Jason Randolph's got some? He was working the bottom pretty well there.
Nah, I'm gonna stick with Clayton Davies here, as I actually believe Chase Hardy did not make grid, if I remember correctly on this one, Trevor.
Yeah, I didn't know if he didn't make grid or if he got clipped in the back there, but as we're coming to the restart here, Clayton Davies is going to be leading Jason Randolph, Corey Austin, Timothy K, and Tyler Schultz. 5 competitors. You've got 5 laps left off turn number 4. Clayton Davies is going to bring us to the green, Dom.
Clayton Davies going to bring us to the green. Jason Randolph going to try and get that bottom side working. He's going to actually stay on that top side, try and wind them up. Hopefully get Clayton Davies run down here and make him move on the last couple laps for that lead.
And Jason Randolph really did get pulled on the restart there as they are all fanned out around this racetrack. As you see, Jason Randolph got into the wall there, and Corey Austin almost followed him right into it. We got contact on the back there.
Contact.
Timothy K and Tyler Schultz. As, oh boy, that was all bad news right there.
Yeah, that was bad news all around. You can kind of see that one coming as they're racing hard, coming off the line there. Looks like Timothy K just partially came up on Tyler Schultz there. One come up, one come down. And at that point, you got nothing but to go along for the ride.
Yeah, and from the experience of racing around this racetrack, it seems like turn 2, coming out of turn 2, gets so slick early in the race, and there's nothing to grip up there. So as you've seen, it looks like the 97 gets a little loose coming off the corner as the 40's coming up the racetrack, and it is just a victim of circumstance for the both of them. Both of them end up upside down. 40 car back on his wheels, keeps her running, but the 97, unfortunately, not as fortunate.
Yeah, that'll bring us down to 4 drivers total in this race now, as that caution maybe just what Jason Randolph needed to try and get a good jump on Clayton Davies from this next restart.
Thing is, Jason Randolph got to see what Clayton Davies was doing on that last restart, and now I think he's going to be able to anticipate it a little more. Clayton Davies definitely started behind him a few times. He has some knack for getting really, really fast restarts, but once you get behind him, you get to see it a little bit, and you might be able to capitalize if you're Jason Randolph.
Yeah, Randolph's going to look to do just that as we're going to take the green flag coming around this time by. Clayton Davies will go trying to hold on for his last couple laps here to take heat race number 2.
As off turn number 4, Clayton Davies again with a fantastic restart. Jason Randolph gets left to the dust, and to his outside comes Corey Austin with a huge run into turn 1. Not going to be able to do anything about it, but he might have something for him in turn 3 as Randolph catches the wall a little bit. That middle line seems to be working very well through 3 and 4. It looks like top 1 and 2 and slider 3 and 4 is about where everybody's running.
Yeah, Corey Austin now just going to have to bide his time, get close, and hope Randolph makes a mistake he can capitalize on, as Corey Austin actually gets into a wall himself going in the middle of 4.
It is very much so. Hashtag blame Trevor, as everybody I talk to seems to be having some terrible luck tonight, but Clayton Davies still out front. God, I hope I don't get him with that curse too. He's leading Jason Randolph. White flag 1 to go.
Jason Randolph going to try and look at that inside line, but he's just way too far back on Clayton Davies. Davies going to come out of turn 4 and take your heat race number 2 victory. Jason Randolph in 2nd, Corey Austin 3rd, and Timothy K in 4th.
Oh my. I don't think my teammate's going to be very happy with me, as I did get to curse him, as we always joke about it with Alex, because Alex always seems to pick him too. So, of course, your rundown here: Clayton Davies, Jason Randolph, Corey Austin, Timothy K, Tyler Schultz, Kenny Miller, and Chase Hardy. That was one heck of a heat race.
Yeah, that was a great heat race, and maybe we found out that Alex isn't the person to be cursing everyone anymore. Maybe it's just Trevor now.
As you're going to see these drivers back on the racetrack trying to get it a little worked in, a little more racy. Seems to be a little one lane right now, so they're going to go out there and burn some of the track off, and I believe that's going to take us right to our commercial break.
Yep. Be right back as we hear a word from our sponsors right after this.
Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we're going to run down your feature lineup here for the World of Thunder 410 Sprint Car Series once we get it up on screen. But man, hashtag blame Trevors are in full effect as we're going to run from the back of the field to the front as Hayden Harvey starts 15th.
And in that 14th position, Chase Hardy. And that 49 for Drew Hopkins Racing on his inside. The 24 of Jax Young.
Kenny Miller for Phantom Motorsports in the 23 car starts 12th. James Grace for Blue Groove Motorsports in the 269 car will be your 11th starter.
In 10th position for Team Outlaw Motorsports, Tyler Schultz at 97 to his inside. Rebecca Millette in that 14 for Team ABR Esports.
Old Timothy K will be starting in the 8th position, and Black Diamond Motorsports driver Ernie Williams Jr. in the 91 starting 7th.
On the outside in the 6th position, that 92 of Corey Austin for the Mid-South Dirt Slingers. On his inside for Black Diamond Motorsports, the 56 of Brett Wheeler.
Jason Randolph for the firm and 47 car starting 4th. Aiden Beerline for OBR, or for BBR Sim Sport is what it looks like there, starting 3rd.
On his outside, we got Clayton Davies for Ace Esports in 50. And on the inside, the 3-time World of Outlaw champion, Alex Bergeron for Team ABR Esports.
All right, let's see who we can curse now. Let's play another segment of Who You Got, Dom. Let's see who we're going to curse.
I've got to think Kenny Miller's got something coming up through this field, so I'm going to have to give it to Kenny Miller on this one.
I think I'm going to go with Jason Randolph as he starts 4th, showed a lot of speed in that heat race, and this is going to stay tacky, and it seems like that's where Jason gets the best, is in the tacky racetracks, and I feel like it's going to stay tacky for only 30 laps here.
Yeah, might stay pretty tacky, but also might slick off pretty quick too, as these sprint cars know how to make things slick off. But Alex Bergeron's going to take us to the green flag as we're going to smash the gas, get all that power underway, and we will send it to the UDTV Crank It Cam.
Caution, unfortunately, real early in this one, as we didn't really get to crank it up. We just hear a lot of idling, huh, Dom?
Oh yeah, but let's take a look at what happened back to this Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay.
Oh boy, it looks like Jackson got a real good piece of one of them tires down at the bottom of the track. I was saying when we were doing street stock set, it seems like some of them tires on entry stick up more than the other ones. You can usually catch the ones in the middle of the corner. It doesn't upset the car too bad, but if you catch the ones on entry, usually it'll pretty much put you sideways to the point where you really can't catch it.
Well, Trevor, being a real life Trevor, you also know too, for some reason, it seems like there's an RC car in those tires. They move up just a little bit as you're trying to get that just inside spot there.
Yeah, I guess it's a Wisconsin thing. Our local track has those exact same tires, basically, and it ain't too far from this track. And, man, if you hit those wrong, it'll tear stuff up on your race car. Thank God it's all virtual parts and virtual sheet metal here, but, man, does it suck in real life, too.
Yeah, it does, but it looks like Alex Bergeron's going to take us to the green flag here. He's going to light the tires, and here he goes, coming out. Alex Bergeron going to take us to try and get our first green flag lap complete as he's taking us to the bottom side. Clayton Davis going to stay on that top side, and look at that run. Davis going to try and get on Bergeron.
And it looks like Davies is going to go right to the slider line here. He's going to catch that moisture out of turn 4, trying to catch up to Alex Bergeron, the 3-time World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series champion, as your current leader.
Aiden Beerline staying on the other side of him, though, giving Davis all he can really handle. Jason Randolph in that 4th spot stays on that top side. Brett Wheeler around out your top 5, but he's also on that top side trying to make something work there.
Looks like Ernie Williams Jr. into the pit here. Let's see what happened. I'm assuming he's going to be part of the caution, as I saw someone upside down on the backstretch there. Ernie Williams Jr. on the top of the racetrack. Looks like he gets into the wall, unfortunately, and he's going to collect. Oh, my. Oh, was that Hayden Harvey? It was.
I think that was
good. And Rebecca Millette looks to be in that one, too. It looks like Rebecca drove away, but Hayden Harvey upside down early. And who is that? And Kenny Miller upside down, too. Oh, my.
Hey, Trevor, did your curse just last all the way to the feature as well?
Jeez, man. Oh, man, the 97 got... Oh, no.
Can we...
Oh, my. Arkham brakes in full effect here at the Cedar Lake Speedway. Man, I got a big old curse on everybody tonight. Good Lord.
I do not believe we should allow Trevor to ever be able to pick anyone ever again after what we've just seen transpire here, guys.
Oh my, it's like a Class A felony murder out there whenever I pick somebody. Good Lord. As it looks like, are we coming to the green? Yes, we are. Alex Bergeron going to get a good jump again. Of course, Clayton Davies trying to hang with him on the top of the racetrack as coming into turn 1. Everybody to the bottom of the racetrack. And who is that in the back? Is that Jason Randolph, the only one railing the top of the racetrack?
Yeah, it looks like out of turn number 3 and 4, everyone's going to be railing that top side. Maybe it's a bottom 1 and 2, top side 3 and 4. It looks like Clayton Davis is going to get into the outside wall, but he's going to try and keep that spot as Jason Randolph takes the bottom side. Going to throw that slider for second place as he's moving up through that field.
We're trying to go 3, almost 4 wide there off turn number 4 is, Brett Wheeler and Clayton Davies going to make a little bit of contact going for the same piece of real estate. Nothing doing there. Jason Randolph going to get the old 2 for 1 down the back straightaway, as Jay Van would say, oh, doctor, you've got a Jim Dandy on your hands, don't you, Dom?
Oh, yeah, but look at Brett Wheeler around that bottom side. Clayton Davies about lost 2 spots there, as Brett Wheeler's going to stick to that bottom side all the way through and try and make that bottom side work. She's going to get around Davies here coming out of 4.
And this has allowed Alex Bergeron to just check out. It looks like Davies is slipping the grip out of turn 2 a little bit there, and it's given Jason Randolph and almost Brett Wheeler there a lot of opportunity to grab that moisture on the bottom of the racetrack to get to the inside of him and race around him.
Yeah, it looks like that bottom line might be coming in now for 1 and 2, as that might be the way to go, as Randolph almost gets into the Clayton Davies here, as Brett Wheeler's going to try and close the gap and closing on here. Brett Wheeler gets a great run off of turn number 4 to wind up Clayton Davies for this next corner.
Brett Wheeler into the wall a little bit there. Beadlock bolts are taking a beating tonight, but it looks like the bottom of the racetrack has prevailed so far in this one, as that top side is just a little too treacherous to try to make a run right now, as maybe they'll go back to it at the end of this feature. But you've got a battle down the back straightaway. Clayton Davies, Jason Randolph, and Brett Wheeler under a blanket for the 2nd position.
Yeah, Clayton Davies going to turn under Jason Randolph, try to get that slider there, but look at Brett Wheeler going right through that slick, as he's going to try and get around Clayton Davies here on the outside, but Davies going to throw that slider on Randolph, thanks better of it. Randolph going to take that 2nd spot still.
Oh my, there is no room there for Clayton Davies and Jason Randolph, as now Brett Wheeler is just using his experience right now to wait for a mistake out of one of these 2 drivers. He's been finding that middle. There's just a little strip of moisture through the middle of 1 and 2 there. As you can see, Brett Wheeler has been hitting that pretty well, and he's been getting a run into 3, but he's just waiting for these 2 to either mess up, or he's just trying to get a good enough run to make a clean pass on him.
Yeah, while they keep battling here, though, Alex Bergeron is considered to check out and say, see you boys later. I'll meet you at Gapplebee's later on, as we got a driver upside down on the backstretch.
Yes, sir. Alex Bergeron, 2 for 1 Gappletizers there at the Gapplebee's, but it looks like we're under caution again, unfortunately, halfway through this feature.
It looks like Tyler Schultz was involved in that one here. Let's take a look at what happened with him.
Driver to the bottom of the racetrack, and he's just going to send it up the racetrack. Maybe something was broken on the front of that car before that whole incident. Didn't look like it wanted to turn at all. Looked like it had a turning radius of about a school bus there coming into turn 1.
Well, let's see here, though. It looked like he had a little bit of damage to that nose to begin with, so definitely probably had something broke, because he tried to get in there and turn up, but it just pushed like a dump truck right up that track, and he had no choice but to go along for the ride.
Well, Tom, it looks like this has been more of a battle of attrition than anything. As you can see, Jax Yoan, who was in trouble early, had to restart at the back up to 10th now, as there's only 10 cars running, because we've had some real bad hits and cautions here. It's been junking some race cars, unfortunately, but as you can see, the 10 cars on track right now, still a real good bunch. This can still be a good race.
Oh yeah, Alex Bergeron checked out. He's just out in front doing his own thing. Randolph, Davies, and Wheeler all battling for that 2nd place position here, as we look like we've got lights out the pace track and we're about to go green again.
Don't look now, but James Grace, he's +5 right now. Your big mover so far in this race has been James Grace. Again, he started in the 11th spot. He is currently in 6th. So he's a good one to watch here, as Alex Bergeron's going to take us back to the green flag. Clayton Davies with a huge jump on Jason Randolph there. He might have something for Alex Bergeron tonight. Yeah, Clayton Davies, that caution may be just exactly what he needed, as he can try and get around Randolph here and give Bergeron a run for his money. So he's going to try and get a slide job on Randolph. Oh, they made contact, and Randolph's into the wall. Oh, Randolph with a good save there, but I don't think he's going to be happy with Clayton Davies there. In my opinion, there was no room to make that move, but Clayton Davies stays clean and green, as now Brett Wheeler with an aggressive move to the middle of the racetrack on Aiden Beerline. Old Aiden Beerline trying to hold on to that spot. Yeah, there's James Grace you're talking. He's just hanging out there, waiting, biding his time as he's looking underneath Brett Wheeler. James Grace is going to try that middle line again, but Wheeler just taking the knowledge he knows as a Pro Series driver, taking that top side and just driving away from James Grace. Yeah, now James Grace, again, +6. He has been moving through this field pretty well. He's been waiting out these cautions, letting guys get all types of racing in front of him. It's now Brett Wheeler with another charge to the inside of Aiden Beerline. Nothing doing there. Beerline very good off the top of turn number 4. Yeah, take a look at Alex Bergeron here as he went to the bottom side there, and Clayton Davies is still staying on that top side, as Davies is trying to stay within arm's reach of Bergeron. We got 9 to go here next time by. Clayton Davies, he might have something for Bergeron. Oh my, he is closing on Bergeron. How many times in your life can you say that you have closed on a 3-time iRacing 410 sprint car champion, as Davies has found something on the top? Alex Bergeron staying glued to the bottom like he owns it. Davies with a huge run out of turn number 2, as it's going to get racy, Dom.
Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be a matter of which line is going to work out. Who's going to make the first mistake? We know Alex Bergeron might as well be nicknamed Mr. Smooth, just like Billy Moyer is here.
As Davies gets a little bit bobbly on the cushion there. Oh my, into the wall as well. Would that be the thing that Alex Bergeron's been waiting for? Is now we have a battle between Jason Randolph and James Grace. That is for the 5th position, as now Grace trying to pick off yet another race car. Jason Randolph stays true to the top of the racetrack. Grace running that middle. It looks like the wing is trunked on that 269. Might be struggling for grip.
Yeah, it looks like Grace doesn't really have a spot on Randolph here, as Randolph trying to make his way back up into that contact with Davies. Randolph staying to that high side. He's going to try and also get a run on Brett Wheeler coming out here, staying to the bottom side.
Brett Wheeler running a very, very conservative line right now, just trying to slide it up there and keep his position. But Jason Randolph has been railing the cush at this place, and boy, is he getting a run on Wheeler every time off the corner. He's grabbing that grip through the middle, as now he's got to run to the inside of Brett Wheeler. Wheeler makes a mistake. That's going to be a close one, but Wheeler's going to hold on to it at the line by just about a nose.
Randolph going to try to get that slide job as Brett Wheeler goes into the wall up there, allowing James Grace to close in on him. Now Brett Wheeler's got to kind of get that spot back from Jason Randolph, who's trying to charge right back up there. But he's only got 2 laps left to do it, as it looks like Brett Wheeler. Oh, we got a battle coming in for second here, as Aiden Beerline's now coming in on Clayton Davies. And look at that running against off the top side, as we have 2 to go here.
And Beerline, boy, is he getting around the top of this place pretty well, as we're coming out of the white flag. 1 more lap to go. Alex Bergeron, your leader. These 2 are about to duke it out. I feel like we're not done with this battle for second position here, as Bergeron obviously still glued to the bottom of the racetrack. Your race is probably for second right now. Clayton Davies, Aiden Beerline. Davies goes to the bottom to protect, but Alex Bergeron off turn number 4, gonna get your win. And at the line, Davies barely keeps it from Beerline. That was one tough race between those 2.
Yeah, take a look like that lap car acted as a pick for Clayton Davies, as Aiden Beerline wasn't able to make a move down there. But your 3-time World of Outlaw champion, Alex Bergeron, is your winner tonight here at Cedar Lake in the DirtFan.com 410 Sprint Cars.
Is it ever surprising to see old Alex Bergeron on the victory lane? As, of course, we're going to run down your finishers here. Alex Bergeron, Clayton Davies, Aiden Beerline, Jason Randolph, and Brett Wheeler to round out your top 5.
James Grace with a big move up there as he gained 5 positions. Corey Austin, Timothy K, Rebecca Millette, and John Yax round out your top 10.
And unfortunately for the drivers who you can see we're about 17 to 30 laps down. Obviously a lot of stuff happened in that race. So you're going to see Tyler Schultz, Kenny Miller, Hayden Harvey, Ernie Williams Jr., and Chase Hardy rounding out your field. Unfortunately, Dom, a lot of wrecks in that one, but still a pretty good race for second place there right at the end.
Oh yeah, we had a great race here, but let's send it to commercials. We try and track down these drivers down the victory lane. All right, guys, welcome back to the DirtFan.com 410 Sprint Cars. I caught up with Aiden Beerline. Aiden, talk me through those last couple laps there as you trying to make a run on Clayton Davies.
Well, I thought I had nothing for him at the like mid-ray through the race, and at the end, I started gaining on him. I found the line that worked for me. He just needed a yellow, like 3 laps to go roughly, and I maybe had a top 2 car, but sadly we didn't get it done, but I'll take a third anyway.
Yeah, that car looked fast. Did that lap car, though, play any part of that, or did you just run out of space there at the end of it to try and get Clayton there?
I mean, a little bit, but I don't think the slider was stuck anyways. Well, gave me a second. I would have definitely got third even if I would have thrown it.
Yeah, it seemed like that track there was basically either a slider line or you're up top. So how was that track out there tonight, though?
Early on, I was preparing for it to be around the bottom. I knew late it was going to be around the end. The top, which it was. So thankfully, I got that prediction right. And yeah.
Well, sounds like someone got prediction right, although our broadcast partner Trevor didn't really get any predictions right. But you had a great group of guys behind you there helping you get that third place. So who would you like to thank for that?
First off, I'd like to thank Jesus Christ, my mom, my dad, Reflection Cabinetry, Stream House Buyers, Dave Truck Service, Beerline Trucking, and y'all for putting on an amazing show.
All right, and that was Aiden Beerline, our third place. I think Trevor finally caught up to Clayton Davies, our second place finisher tonight.
Yes, sir. I'm here with Clayton Davies, getting a little too old and fat to be running around the pits trying to find guys. But Clayton Davies, tell me about that race. You had a real, had your hands full. You almost caught Bergeron a few times there, and then you had Aiden Beerline right up your neck there for a little while, and you were trying to keep him off. So just go ahead and run me through that.
Yeah, I felt pretty confident when we were going into feature. Me and Alex been working on this set for a little while, and nailed it down to where we felt pretty comfortable with it, and yeah, I thought I had something there for him, but a little bit of wheel damage from an incident halfway through the race kind of slowed me down as I went on in the race. And then I looked at my relative and realised that Aiden was reeling me in, and kind of had to get on the defensive and really cover my entries into the corner and try and not give him a chance to get in and pass me. But I'm stoked to bring this Western Machine Shop number 50 into a podium spot, especially after the disappointing round last week.
Yeah, and again, a great race. You almost had Bergeron a few times there as the track was starting to slick off. Obviously, Alex is so good around the bottom, but when it was tacky, it was kind of anybody's game, and I feel like anybody that would have got out to the front there might have actually had something for him. Who do you got on your car to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Western Machine Shop, Atlantic Oils, P1 Performance Race Gear, SRT Australia, CD Cinematography, Bunbury Kitchens, Cricky Motorsports, Sim Sports. There's a fair few people on the team that I can't thank enough. But you guys are putting on the broadcast in the league. It's always fun to come here and especially put on a good show for everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Clayton Davies, your second place finisher.
All right, Trevor, you want to talk about trying to get too old and fat, track down people? I had to hop on a four-wheeler and get down our winner tonight, Alex Bergeron. Alex, tell us about how tonight went for you.
Very well. We definitely had a good car tonight, and we led from start to finish. Even though it was yellows a little bit, we still managed to get good restarts, and I think it was one of our best races so far for me. Had a good battle there with Clayton, and it was awesome to see up front. So definitely made me run for my money there.
Yeah, Alex, I wish I could say it. Definitely threw us for a loop there to see you come out for a win, but we've seen you in victory lane so much that it's starting to become a habit here. So how was that track tonight, though? Does it look like you were trying to surge about midway through?
Yeah, I was searching a little bit. I didn't try to risk it up top in 1 and 2. It's really risky up there. I know Clayton was doing it, but he tried to do it, and it worked out a little bit in quite some times. And then the bottom quite came back in, and I think the bottom was a bit better. If I could have hit it right, it was a little bit better, a bit faster. 3 and 4, I'm pretty sure top side in 3. If you enter quite high going into 3 and would do it all the way around, it could be a bit faster, but it was a bit more preservative to run slider line in 3 and 4, just like we saw in the World Championship Series, and kind of go that way. So overall, great track. Track worked out very good, and the weather was awesome. So that made up for great racing tonight.
Yeah, we had some great racing. You've had a great season so far. So who would you like to thank on that car to help you get to victory lane again tonight?
As always, everybody at Team ABRE Sports, Rebecca, Jason, everybody that helps us out, all our partners, CSI Shocks, Village Academy, BK Designs, Marine Frame Equipment, ABO Setup Shop, Stoco, and, everyone that really make us, practice and just make us good on the track, I guess, and that supports us. And also thank you to CD Cinematography with Clayton Davies there, and, awesome run for him tonight. So, also thanking my dad for watching all the time, and you guys for broadcasting, doing an awesome job, and Wolf Thunder for putting this league up and having us race on Sunday nights. And hopefully we can do great in the 2 other races, and hopefully get back up a little bit in the championship points. Definitely tough to run 4 series at the same time on Sunday nights, but I'm sure we can bring home a good result there tonight and maybe get a bit higher in the standings.
Yeah, definitely there. And guys, that was Alex Bergeron, your first place winner for the dirtfan.com 410 sprint cars. Trevor, what a race we had tonight.
Yeah, I think we learned a lot here tonight on this race, especially about the track and about how terrible my picking skills are. But yeah, it was a really good race. A lot of good racing through that field, as small as the field ended up making itself. But Clayton Davies, it's cool to see guys that maybe are a little less known up there challenging guys like a 3-time World of Outlaws iRacing Series champion for wins. I mean, he definitely had speed for him for a little while there till it seemed like he got into the wall, as you can see on our replay right there, actually. But it's nice to see guys like that up there and competing with some of the more known guys.
Yeah, it's definitely it's great to see that one. But also take a look later tonight, too, in just over an hour, as the Big Block Modifieds will be live here on Ultimate Dirt TV. For all of us here at Ultimate Dirt TV, my name is Dominic. I am Trevor. For all of our sponsors, Mimi's Making in Motion, Warrior Logistics, the Miller Family Trucking, DirtFan.com, Grace Productions, Gage Agronomy Service, Envision Custom Graphics, the Mid-South Dirt Slingers, SRW, Rocket Racing Setups, Diggs, and the WWILA. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you in just over an hour for the Big Block Modifieds.